All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION in this hour. China, which is the world's largest consumer of iron ore, is now strategically diversifying its resources away from heavy reliance on Australia and Brazil. Recent investments in the African iron ore projects have now signaled China's ambitious efforts to secure its supply chain and also to reduce vulnerability of its supply chains. Now, in search of iron ore, the primary raw material for making steel, Algeria has now become China's latest destination in Africa. In the middle of the Sahara Desert, the Chinese workers, believe it or not, are braving intense heat as they are building a 575-kilometer railway line. The workers of state-owned China Railway Construction Corporation, along with Algerian state-owned civil engineering company, are preparing the ground to lay the tracks between the Gara Gibelet iron ore mine in Algeria's southwest province of Tindouf and Béchar at its border with Morocco. And this is being done to connect one of the world's largest iron ore mines in Algeria to Algeria's national rail network. The railroad is said to have a total of about 40 stations between the 2 points. The Gara Gibelet project is part of China's railway diplomacy that will see the construction of as many as about 6,000 kilometers of tracks across North African nation. It's also part of the 19 cooperation deals that are said to be worth a staggering $36 billion that the Algerian President Abdel Majid Tebboune and the Chinese President Xi Jinping have signed in Beijing in the month of July last year. The construction of this railway line is being seen as mutually beneficial for China and Algeria. Now, Beijing hopes that the supply from the Gara Gibelet mine, which has reserves of an estimated 3.5 billion tons of iron ore, will help diversify the sources of China's iron ore. Meanwhile, Algiers is now counting on the iron ore resources to diversify its own economy, as it is seeking to reduce its dependence on its oil and gas industries for export revenue. Now, according to reports, the railway project has come in the backdrop of China being Algeria's biggest source of import at 17% in 2022, while also pushing France to the second position, which now has a share of about 10% in the Algerian market. In 2022, China had exported nearly about $7 billion of goods to Algeria, while the Algerian exports back to China were less than $2 billion. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.